guys, it's Carl Brown for GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to take a look at Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars. A lot of cool guitar stuff with this one, a lot of funky stuff, of course. And we're also going to do the little solo and everything that happens a little later in the song. Once again, if you guys like my lessons, please check out my premium lessons. I got a free trial going on. It's a lot of fun. It's helping out a lot of people. It's really cool. I hope to see you there. So let's start here. Get a standard tuned guitar. And we're going to start with just these 3 notes right here. We're going to have the 10th fret here on the G string, then 13 on the B, and the high E. So that just basically keep a down up rhythm. It's like the 16th note rhythm really, with these muted strings. And basically what you do is when you want to hear the chord, just put some pressure down real quick and then let up again, because you really want to kill them immediately. So see how my hand is just continuing, and I'll kind of accent whenever I want the chord to be heard. And then the next chord, instead of playing the 13 on the B string, you move it down to the 12. So you still have the 13 on the high E, 12 on the B, and then 10 on the G. Now that rhythm kind of changes throughout the song, so there's really no set way of doing it. Sometimes it's a little bit more sparse like they do at the beginning, and then it's a little bit more involved a little later in the song. So it's just those 2 chords just back to back whenever you're hearing that kind of funky part. Now, then they go off, there's a verse section here that has half guitar and the rest is like a kind of a bass keyboard line. It sounds kind of like this. Alright, so half of that's actually on guitar in the song, the other part is really kind of a bass line done on keys and probably a bass guitar. So we'll do them together so it kind of sounds like the song. So the guitar part though, you're going to start with the 5th fret here on the A string and then move down to the 3rd fret and keep picking it and muting it immediately. Then you pick it and hammer on back to that 5th fret, so like this. Alright, now the bass line takes over and it sounds like this. Alright, so you can do that a couple of different ways. Come over to 5th fret on the D string, then the 3rd, and then back to the 5 on the A string, and then do those 2 notes again, the 5, 3 on the D. So like this. And then you just go 3, 5 on the A string. So from the guitar part, start over. Now what I like to do is, because they kind of move into this top note, so I kind of hammer into it. So, you know, kind of do it whatever way you really want. It's not really a guitar part anyway. So, alright, from there, there's a little chromatic bass line. They stop, and there's like four measures, and then we have that kind of chromatic building bass line. And all that is, you're going to start at the 5th fret on the A string. Alright, so you've seen that I'm always doing that with an upstroke, because it's on the upbeat every time. So you're going to go kind of a downstroke, you can hit a muted string, and then you hit the 5th fret on the A string on the way up. And then you're going to mute it really quickly, and then do the same thing but 1 fret higher. 1 fret higher, then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and this last one you go 16, 17. You don't have any kind of, you just upstroke to downstroke, so there's no space between those last 2 notes. All right, so that's pretty cool stuff there. It just kind of builds up, then back to kind of whatever funky rhythm you want to do on those two chords. All right, now you're also hearing the second verse. You're going to hear a little fill. It's just something. Now all that is the 10th fret on the high E string and the 13th fret on the B play together, and then they play them again, and you have a whole step bend on that 13 to match the pitch. So it's a unison bend. So they're both in unison after the bend. All right, now the most challenging part of the song is definitely, later on in the song where they're kind of doing the breakdown and there's a guitar solo in there. So let me play through that real quick and then we'll take a look at it. Here we go. All right. So that's way up here. We're going to take a bar here at the 17th fret. Now, you're also going to put your second finger down at the 18th fret on the B string. So we have a full bar, and then the 18th fret added on the B string. So we have that, just those 4 strings, down, up, down, up. All right, so one more time. And then jump down here to the 3rd fret on the A string, and then the 5th fret. So it's a big jump. All right, now we're back up here to the 17th fret, and it's kind of like a D major shape that you would play down here at the 17th fret, and he rotates between this and then dropping his first finger back to the 16th fret on the G. So you're going to be doing that while you're doing kind of a funky rhythm. So just practice it kind of like that. So all together. Then we start back over with that same chord and that same 3 and 5 there. Then we have you're going to play the 10th fret across the B, G, and the D string twice. All right, kind of still you're killing it every time. It's kind of that funk style. All right, and after you do that, you come back up to that first chord we did, and you end the phrase with that. So we have this. All right. So then we're going to start. That's pretty much halfway through the solo. Then it starts over just the way it started. All right. So we did that first. So you already know that. And then for the last little section here, you're going to jump down. It's pretty much the same chord shape we did here, but it's at the 12th fret. So you're going to borrow the 12th on the D and the G and the 13 on the B. You don't have to hit the high E this time though, and you just strum these 3 strings down up for 4 beats. So it's just real slow the whole solo. So now we just have this little descending bass line that happens kind of in the last chorus of the song. You'll probably recognize it. Let me play through it real quick and see if you do. Here we go. All right, so and then just kind of goes back into the riff. So it's that same little funk riff that we've been doing a lot of the song. And then it goes back here, but instead of going to the 10, 12, 13 thing that one time, chord that one time, he skips down and does this. Of course, it's obviously like a bass line, kind of a keyboard part, but we're going to do it anyway. We have 5, 3, 2 on the A string. Kill each note after you play it. Then the open A. Then over to the first fret on the low E. Then 3rd, and then pick 3 again real quick, and go 3-1 real quick. So we have this. And then hop back into that riff. Alright, so it's a fun one to play along with, even though some of it's not actual guitar parts, but that's never stopped us, has it? So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com. Bye-bye.